Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading for Aquarius. We've got the High Priestess and the Five of Swords in the reverse from the Ghost Tarot, telling me that there's somebody here who is maybe keeping a little bit quiet, a little bit mum on wanting to make amends. So, Aquarius, there could be a situation here where we've got kind of like the court of public opinion shifting in someone's favor, but maybe not impacting an entire group. So there might be like a little bit of hesitation on someone's part in terms of re-engaging or reconciling with someone in particular. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hello there, Christina. Let's go with the Voyage of the Soul to get a little bit more insight here. I kind of want to know, is this somebody who wants to reconcile because they think it would be, politically expedient? Do they think it's in their favor to have you on their side, or do they actually see you for who you truly are, right? Ooh, I like that. First of all, let me just say the way these colors are working together makes me really happy. This feels like somebody is grounded in a way. We have aura and breakthrough. So I think somebody is acknowledging that perhaps a group or, family, organization, something like that, went against someone in particular because they were threatened by this person. So I think this breakthrough card is meant to say that somebody is seeing things for the way they truly are, perhaps for the first time, kind of realizing that whatever the press is, it hasn't been accurate. Whatever's been saying or been said about you or your person, it has something to do with what gifts, skills, or talents you have, and probably whether or not people actually believe in you or support you or your person in this, talent or gift that you have. So now we have the truth here. Somebody knows that things are going to pay off for you. Somebody knows that your skills, gifts, or talents are going to maybe have a nice payday. Maybe you're getting a job that you've really wanted. Maybe you're getting a lot of influence or power, but you're going to want to pay close attention to your intuition here with guides coming out, because I think what's really important is making sure that you don't get convinced by somebody that they're your friend when they really just want to use you. All right, we're going to use the Tattoo Tarot. Wow, that was messy. The Sun and the Nine of Pentacles. Have you ever heard the term fair weather friends? You may have a few. We've got something here about you getting progress, achieving success. You have accomplished something here, and it's making people realize that maybe they judged you prematurely, and maybe, just maybe, they can get back in your good graces so that when, you have that birthday party, or when you give out Christmas gifts, or when you're thinking of who to hire, that you think of them. Oh, isn't that cute? But this is a fair weather friend. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Breadcrumbing, hot and cold, unreliable. This is somebody who gets distracted easily, doesn't finish things that they've started, and often makes the wrong call. They're looking at the wrong things in terms of how they motivate themselves or how they make their decisions. This is somebody whose motives or goal, intent, is not aligned with your own. They don't like that they have to look up to you right now. Yeah, there's... I take this King of Cups in reverse to mean that somebody liked you a lot better when you were not getting your just due. I know, right, Christina? Hermit life. Yeah, I think we've got somebody here who was expecting you to make things easier for them, and if you couldn't make things easier for them, they had no use for you. This is a very, like, transactional kind of friendship or relationship, and it feels to me like they assessed you as not worth it too soon, and now that things are looking up for you, it's like they wanna come back around and be like, "Hey, you know how I said that one thing about how I didn't think you'd be successful? It's crazy, right? I can't believe it. You know, so I've decided I do believe in you. I think you're great. You're probably gonna do everything that you want to. Hey, by the way, can I like maybe borrow your car?" And you're like, "No, thanks, but no." I see right through you. So this High Priestess, Five of Swords in the reverse, I feel like you could have one or more. Some people who want to come back in your good graces because cha-ching, you have money. You have money coming in. And I think for a lot of you, you're going to have somebody try to cozy up to you romantically because of this money or because of your influence, success, whatever it is. So you're going to want to keep your eye peeled for disloyalty and keep in mind that someone here is honest. So I feel like you're kind of weeding through, almost like friendship applications, right? Like, hey, I know we had a falling out. And you have to kind of figure out, no, I think you're actually kind of just in it for yourself and you're not really a good friend. For some of you, we've got a change in address that facilitates your being able to move in a different direction, not have to be around the same people, maybe remove some toxic energy without having to do of the more difficult conversations. Like, just be hard to find is kind of the energy that I see here, because we have people who are hoping to get money for nothing. What's that song? We got to move these refrigerators. I think it's literally called Money for Nothing. Well, somebody out there knows. Feel free to comment that. There's somebody here who is hoping they can ride your coattails, let you pay for everything. Oh my. Thief. This is somebody who doesn't want to do their own work. They just want you to pay for everything or do everything. And they can just live in the lap of luxury. No. Denied. So we have wealthy man, occupation, and marriage. So also be careful of people trying to brag about what they have to offer, maybe as if to imply that they have more to offer that situation than anyone else. Of course you do, Christina. It's a good song. The music video is pretty cool too. There could be a risk of a romantic relationship or a love interest who's really just after your money. So, Aquarius, I feel like this reading is here to tell you, don't give up faith there or hope. There are people who have good intentions, but there are also people who have not so good intentions around you, and you should be a little bit cautious. You have a message in the reverse. Somebody is holding back a truth, false person. So for some of you, you're going to get a love offer from somebody who already has a boo thing, a partner. So be cautious of third party vibes. I think you've got that discernment kind of in progress, right? You're working on it. It's getting better for you, but you really want to make sure that you are paying attention to the little things. I don't think the right answer is to not engage with anybody when you have, experienced a lot of betrayal or disappointment. But you do have to keep your wits about you in terms of who has good intent and who has bad intent, because that's really, at the end of the day, that's the most important question. We have the Fool in the reverse and Princess of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who is unapologetic for whatever their bad intent is or their immaturity. I think somebody's being exposed for being, a bit of a mooch or a user, and they're not apologizing for it. Beyond that, I also think we have some communication or gossip about the person here who's a bit of a breadcrumber or fair weather friend, and that could lead to a decision to no longer be interested in them, to not accept an offer from them. You may have somebody who gets a little bit unruly, a little bit of a powder is kind of the vibe that I get. Not powder in my nose. So yeah, I think somebody here is a little bit focused on finding a way to lock you down, get you to settle down because they don't want you to be looking elsewhere. So could be one of those, you get a couple of offers and one of them is solid. Seems like the universe is wanting you to do your research on an offer here that maybe feels a little bit too good to be true, or you don't feel like you can trust the person at hand. If you do some digging here, I think you'll find information that suggests your intuition was on point. So trust but verify is a good motto. We have the Prince of Swords. This is like the Knight of Swords, and this feels to me like a rumor making the rounds very quickly because we have two fast moving energies here, the Eight of Wands and the Prince of Swords. There is information that makes the rounds and maybe has kind of like an ongoing impact here. With the Two of Swords in the reverse, I think there may be kind of a falling out, like someone's taking a hit to their reputation based on how they're approaching this situation with you. LOL, pooter. Pooter cooter. Four of Swords and the Emperor in the reverse. I feel like, Aquarius, this is basically saying you acknowledge something isn't feeling right and say, I think I need a little bit of time on my own to think about this. And then somebody's true colors really get exposed here with the Emperor in the reverse. Somebody has a bit of a tantrum or really shows their manipulative, controlling colors, and it makes it easier for you to say, see that? Yeah, no, I'm not interested in that. So move along. Bye. This is the Rider-Waite. Two of Swords in the upright this time. The Empress. So yeah, you're going to have a choice. You may have more than two offers, but you do have at least two people that are interested in you. Hi there, Voodoo. How are you? And with the Empress coming out, this is the good offer, right? This other one is somebody shooting their shot, lying about something, you figure it out. Everybody else figures it out. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. So this is your good offer. This is your rejected offer. You may be dealing with a fire sign. We've got the King of Wands clarifying the Two of Swords in the reverse, as if to say, this is what you've decided. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the fire sign, by the way. They're looking right at this offer and the Empress. They want to make a move and they're feeling courageous or capable. Seven of Cups in the reverse. This person has clarity in terms of what it is that they want, and they know that they need to come out with it. They know they need to tell you what they want or what they're feeling. They may have a concern that there are others that would make an offer and they need to be kind of quick with it, but there also could be a little bit of a journey here, a little bit of travel required before you guys can have this conversation. And it does feel like they would prefer to have it in person so that if you say yes, they can just start making out right away. Three of Swords. Oh no, we have a broken heart here, you guys. So there's somebody else in the equation. This could be somebody who doesn't even really have the cojones to make an offer. It could be an ex, somebody who feels like they didn't do right by you and it led to heartbreak for both you and for them, but they haven't been able to do any of that healing that they needed to do. So we have somebody who is still quite bitter, a little bit, frustrated with how things went, but not necessarily willing to admit that the reason things happened the way they did is because they didn't take any action. This could also be they didn't communicate the way they needed to. But this is a heartbreak of somebody's own making. And the only way to address it would be to be honest. And I think this person is lacking a bit of strength, confidence where it concerns this conversation. With the Ten of Swords in the reverse, I think they know that you have started to heal and that you are taking a new path. So it kind of feels to me like this person knows they messed up. They don't really have a lot of opportunity to fix things with you, but they're aware that you're taking a new path here. All right, what else do we have for Aquarius, please? Page of Pentacles, King of Wands in the reverse, Three of Wands in the reverse. This is that first offer. It may be a bit unexpected or doesn't really seem to make sense to you. Maybe you didn't feel like this person ever really demonstrated that they had positive feelings for you. Maybe they were a little bit difficult to deal with, a little bit annoying even. But I think even if this person were to be convincing in terms of, yeah, making you a legit offer, I still think you'd be like, I don't know though, like I get weird vibes from you. Five of Cups in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse. This person may be underestimating your advancement in terms of healing. I think they may view you as somebody that has lesser confidence than you actually do, or may view you as prone to being, depressed. I think this person views you a little bit weaker than they really should. I think they're underestimating you, and that's why it's easier for you to see through them and easier for you to know that when they want to come back into your life, it's for a motive that you don't really appreciate. Because I do feel like this is somebody who, stormed off or was unreliable in the past. Wow, Ten of Swords in the reverse again. So we've got a situation here where I think somebody is maybe going to have like a front row seat to you doing something different with your life, and they're not very pleased about it. So this feels a little bit like karma to me, like there's somebody here that treated you wrong, thought that they could still keep you, and now the universe wants to be like, actually, you lost it. But why don't you just check out how well it goes for people that actually do their healing? Maybe it'll motivate you. I have heart-to-heart conversations and love yourself first. This is your ticket. There might be some uncomfortable conversations here, but I do feel like the most important thing is to show yourself the love that you know you deserve. We have calling in your soulmate again. I think we had that in the all signs. Maybe it was the most recent, but there's a sense here that you have matured enough that you know what you're looking for and you're calling that in. Finances and career. Your popularity or your perceived success around others is drawing in offers, not necessarily offers that you want. So you do have, I think, a little bit of a test here in order to make sure that you know how to, avoid being surrounded by fake people and instead surround yourself with people who would be honest and try to support you in your efforts, right? This is the Zodiac Fortune Telling cards. A stranger who will turn into a good friend, and your advice is appreciated. I feel like these two go together. So you may give advice to somebody who is just like an acquaintance or someone you work with, and then that advice really kind of leads down the path of friendship for you. We have carry through with your plans and be careful in your business dealings for the next few weeks. This is, for some of you, this offer that's not desirable is maybe like a promoter, an employer, a producer, something like that that has a lot of weight or a lot of reputation, a lot of recognition, but it isn't the right fit. So you might have at one point thought that would be like the bee's knees if it were to happen for you, and now it doesn't sit right with you. So definitely, whatever offer comes in, trust but verify. Look at the details and see what is missing, because with that Page of Swords, I think you'll find out that somebody's just trying to pull one over on you. Guest coming means trouble. You may have a visit from somebody who is hoping to use you, somebody who feels like you could probably pay for things, or that you might be compassionate enough to fall for a bit of a scam. So be on the lookout for that. I don't think that's something that you need to get mixed up in. All right, we're going to clarify a little bit with the miniature Rider-Waite, and then we'll call it a day. What else do we have for Aquarius? Tell me about the wealthy man. Wealthy man is somebody who knows they need to change their perspective. Who is currently dealing with a situation that is a bit chaotic or difficult to balance out. Tell me about the false person. Death in the reverse. This person is refusing to change, even though there's a reason that would motivate them to do so. King of Wands. This is somebody who is taking initiative, but doing so on the wrong thing. King of Cups in the reverse, Ten of Wands in the reverse. Something is going to get worse before it gets better, in part because we have a masculine energy here, this King of Cups in the reverse, who isn't communicating the truth. This truth needs to be communicated, so this heart-to-heart conversation is pretty important. Tell me about the Emperor in the reverse, please. We have the Moon in the reverse. I feel like somebody's kind of manipulative actions help you to see somebody for who they truly are, their true intentions. You may even feel like a little bit sorry for them, like that they can't see the world the way that it truly is. King of Swords, head of her heart. This could be somebody who's cruel or a bit heartless. They really only look at numbers, for example. They might be real invested in terms of, you know, how rich am I? Could I be richer? How do I get richer? Tell me about the breakthrough card, please. Empress in the reverse. Somebody has an epiphany here, or realizes that they can improve their situation when they move away from somebody who is heartless and manipulative. So this sounds like that offer that isn't really one you should take. We have Temperance and Strength in the reverse. Even though there's somebody here who's going to try to tempt you or make things a little bit more challenging for you, I think this Temperance card suggests you have an ability to right the situation even when people maybe don't believe that you can. So focus on that positive thinking and make sure, again, you're using your intuition and your discernment. With the Devil in the reverse, this is very interesting to see next to the Strength in the reverse. This tells me we have two different characters here, because somebody's weak and somebody has mastered. Because basically the Strength in the upright is the Devil in the reverse. So somebody's underestimating you and thinking they could tempt you, and they can't. I like it, Voodoo. I mean, that's what we expect from our ninjas, you know? All right, we have the Knight of Cups. This is the soulmate that you're calling in that's going to give you an offer that you're worthy of. So we have the World in the reverse. Somebody who feels like there is unfinished business here, who may not tell a lot of people about it, but they're hoping to make amends with you after perhaps a falling out at a group level or an organization level. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to call it there, and hopefully I'll be back in about an hour and a half or 2 hours with another reading. So enjoy your day. Bye, guys.